Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Nelson's Birth. Lord Horatio Nelson was a very important person in the history of the British Navy. He was known for being brave, a great leader, and always doing his duty. He became famous for making sure that the British Navy was the best during the time when England was fighting against Napoleon in the Napoleonic Wars. Nelson was born on this day, 29th of September 1758, in a place called Bermthorpe in England. He loved the sea from a young age, and when he was only 12, he joined the Royal Navy. He was very determined and brave, and these qualities made him stand out. By the time Nelson was 20 years old, he was already a captain in the Navy. This showed how good he was at leading and making smart decisions in battles. He was known for using clever tactics that were different from what others used. The most important moment in Nelson's naval career was the Battle of Trafalgar on October 21st, 1805. In this battle, he led the British Navy against the combined forces of France and Spain. He did something very bold and different in this battle. Instead of following the usual way of fighting at sea, he told his ships to break the enemy's line and attack their centre and back. The battle was tough, and Nelson got seriously hurt, and he later died from his injuries. But his bold tactics worked, and the British won. This battle stopped Napoleon from invading Britain and made the British Navy the best in the world for a long time. Nelson is remembered not just for his naval victories, but also for his strong sense of duty. He famously told his sailors before the Battle of Trafalgar, "England expects that every man will do his duty," which means that he believed everyone should do their best for their country. There are many places and things named after Lord Nelson. There is also Nelson's Column in London's Trafalgar Square, which is a tall monument to honour him. His legacy, or the things he left behind, continues to inspire people today. He is a symbol of bravery and leadership in naval history, and his memory will always be important to the British people. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more! If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.